Hello to you and to everyone in our community. Welcome to the Quantum Success Show, where you can get the information and inspiration that you need to create the life you desire. My name is Christy Whitman. I'm a Master Certified Law of Attraction Coach and the founder of the Quantum Success Coaching Academy. And I am presenting this show to you today as a special advance introduction to my latest book, Quantum Success: 7 Essential Laws for a Thriving, Joyful, and Prosperous Relationship with Work and Money, which I am so excited about and which will be released in September of this year. This book takes a radically different approach to creating success than any other business or career building book that I've ever come across, because it guides you to directly connect with this realm of energy, specifically to the energy realm of quantum success. And that allows your energy to inspire your choices and decisions. It's an inside-out approach to creating the results you desire, which, by the way, could be used to create anything you desire to manifest in your life, whether it be an improved relationship, a better feeling body, or a new house. By learning how to connect with the energy or the frequency of already having attained your goal, whatever it may be, you not only shortcut the process of its becoming, but you also feel great, on fire, and inspired at every step along the way. So today I want to explore a pretty common scenario that, unless you've figured out an effective way to work around it, it can pretty easily knock us off our game and keep us from moving forward towards our visions and goals. And this has to do with how we relate to and handle setbacks when they arise. A setback is basically anything that thwarts our forward progress or is perceived by us as a change in a condition from better to worse. We often experience setbacks as life coming at us, as they are by definition unplanned detours or bumps in the road. So it's important to understand that these unexpected twists and turns are simply part of life, and a valuable part of that, and no amount of planning can prevent them. But how do we choose to relate to a setback that has everything to do with whether we allow ourselves to get derailed by it or to bounce back from it, stronger, wiser, and better for having taken the hit, so to speak, and managed to regain our balance so that we can track what we want. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So from the broadest perspective, there really is no setbacks, because every single step that we take, even those that seem like a step backwards, brings us greater clarity about what we now desire. So for example, the experience of not meeting an important goal, of not feeling satisfied with what you were doing, or not knowing what's next for you, all causes you to know more clearly how you do want to feel and what you do want to create. Sometimes it's only when our dissatisfaction with the status quo has reached a breaking point and we're no longer willing or able to continue down the path we've been on that our discomfort just forces us to just let go of an outdated habit or belief, and then as a result, a whole new range of possibilities becomes available to us. Where many people get off track is by interpreting setbacks as evidence of their failure or evidence of their unworthiness, rather than understanding they're a natural part of our continued expansion. Allowing ourselves to get stuck in the energy of doubt or regret has the same effect on the creative process as stabbing yourselves with 3,000 knives. What would that do for your health? So in a state of self-recrimination, we are blinded to resources, opportunities, solutions that may be right in front of us that we can't even see, and that we're not able to benefit from that with the clarity that that setback has produced within us. So today I want to give you a 3-step process that you can use to transform setbacks and any other contrasting events into clarity that you can use as fuel for moving forward in an even more positive direction. So step number 1, give up the struggle. The first step is to acknowledge that when you hit a proverbial wall and are forced to confront what your current approach is not serving you, whether it's the way you market your business or delegate tasks to your employees, the way you relate to your spouse or children, or the way you've been approaching some other important aspect of your life, to understand that muscling through it is not the solution. Instead of going about this goal with more doggone determination, consider the possibility that your lack of forward progress is actually a sign from the universe that there's an easier and more effective way of getting where you want to go. So step one is just simply give up the struggle and to allow yourself to become open to the possibility that there is an easier way, or maybe even several of them. So step two, allow the contrast to inspire new clarity. Whether they show up as mildly irritating or really troubling, the setbacks we encounter on our way to reaching our goals always serves a very specific purpose. They draw our attention to a discord that exists between our inner desire and our outer reality. And this discord creates a point of tension that we register in our bodies and minds as a feeling of discontent, disappointment, impatience, and every other emotion that we typically label as a negative. But it's from this very point of tension that an intention is born. And with a newfound power of clarity, we come to an important realization that we feel in every fiber of our being. I want something different. I want something more, right? So in the same way that necessity is the mother of all invention, the experience of not having what we want is the driving force behind all change. So the second step in turning setbacks into stepping stones is to acknowledge the clarity has come out of the contrast that you have lived. What do you now know more powerfully than ever before that you want to experience in this aspect of your life? Step three, identify your options. The last step in transforming setbacks into stepping stones is having acknowledged the clarity that has come forth as a result of the contrasting experience, and to embrace the fact that there are many more ways than you may have even previously considered, to accomplish what you now know you clearly want. So often we're blinded to alternatives and opportunities that are right in front of us simply because we're so attached to the perspective that our approach is the best way or the only way of going about getting the results we desire. It's this attachment to the way we've done things in the past that keeps us from seeing just how many other possible paths we could take that could lead us from where we are to where we want to go. See, in truth, we always have options. We always have options about the approach we take in any situation we may find ourselves in. And it's also true that we alone are the ones who have the power to choose whether or not to look for those options. If we stay focused only on the setback, we limit our ability to see the options that might be right in front of us. And when we do this, of course, we end up feeling even more trapped and feeling even more stuck. It's only when we become willing to start looking at our options that we start to find them. Only when we are willing to let go of our attachment to scarcity are we able to once again open up to abundance. A great practice to become more mindful of just how many options you have is to take 10 minutes or so to write down everything that you can think of, even the ones that seem outlandish. The goal is to loosen your mind from its belief that it is already aware of every option that exists, so that you can start to tap into the universal mind, where you have access to solutions that you may have not even noticed or even considered before. Write down all of your options. So this week, if you encounter what you would have formerly labeled as a roadblock or a setback, I hope you will apply these 3 steps so that you can quickly embrace that experience as a stepping stone that has landed on your path for the express purpose of helping you get to where you really want to be. I invite you to click the link below so for more information on how you can get a free copy of my book today. It's called Quantum Success: 7 Essential Laws for a Thriving, Joyful, and Prosperous Relationship with Work and Money. So thank you so much for watching. Please leave me a comment and let me know what you're taking away from this conversation. Have an amazing week.